What is up, STFC fans? We are here talking about Officer XP and officers all the time in Star Trek Fleet Command. I am here with Destrufiticator. And Destrufiticator, introduce yourself. How's it going?
It's going really good. It's kind of hot down here in the USA.
I bet. What's the temperature down there?
It's like 100.
Oh, wow. That is super hot. That's crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
Just loving this summer weather. It's crazy, right? If you haven't got a pool, it's super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today we're talking about officers and, what is your take on officers?
I feel like some of the officers you get them, and then you have a bunch of officer XP you want to spend right away.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes there's officers that really don't need to waste your XP on.
Yeah. And, what are some of the officers that you use?
I feel like definitely Cadet Kirk. He's really only good for synergy.
Mm-hmm.
And Chang, he's also kind of horrible. I can never get him to activate.
Oh, yeah, Chang, yeah.
What about you? What do you think is, one of the worst ones?
Probably, the worst one, definitely the ones for me that don't activate are really bad, but I'm not a big fan of the station defense ones. I've never really used them, and especially 0718, I've never had any shards of him for some reason. I don't know why. But definitely those kinds of officers, I think.
I got him, but he's really bad, and I feel like the only reason you want to use those people is if you have Carol or Kingser, because Kingser gives you a little bit of an impulse buff.
Yeah.
This is 35% of a regular stat.
Yeah, and I feel like they're really hard to max out too. I've maxed out Talan, for example, but some of the others are really hard to get these shards for, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially Yuki.
Yeah, Yuki Sulu, yeah, for sure. Have you used her at all?
She's really good for getting those Romulan hostiles because of her Romulan grudge attack.
Yeah, that's true. I think the one I use the most is Cadet Scotty for for all those warp places, getting to warp systems it's pretty essential, really.
Yeah, especially if it's you're going to Yeager to get some data mining done.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, have you seen any of the new officers, the Outlaw officers?
I have not gotten my hands on any of those yet, no.
Yeah, but they look pretty cool though, right?
Yeah, I haven't even unlocked that faction store for the rogues, so...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And definitely, you only need to use officers like Bartok on the ships that they specify for. Bartok, I'm pretty sure, is a interceptor officer, so you only want to have him on the interceptor, your Findra.
Yeah, Bartok, yeah. Yeah, do you use the interceptor class a lot? Is that your kind of main go-to ship?
I just got my Turris. I'm going to be maxing that out in one of my videos coming soon.
Nice.
I've been saving up. Tired of having to use that Orion Corvette. It's a slug.
Yeah.
And the Findra is much faster.
I like the Findra. I don't think I ever actually maxed out the Findra. But it's a pretty decent ship for the early levels, right?
Yeah, especially if you get it a lot, when you're right as you hit level 8 or somewhere in that range. It's very helpful for going fast in a PvP situation when you're trying to get those PvP events done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of those PvP events that have hit the servers recently.
Yeah, I don't really understand why they've done that.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd like to see more Platinum as a reward, because, you look at Fortis' screen, you can see he has probably 3,000 platinum or more, so kind of hard to get anything.
Yeah, it's definitely like platinum is pretty essential during the early stages, I think. Like, and yeah, the more events that can do that, the better, I think.
Especially.
Yeah, for sure.
Because one thing about the UCS Fortunate, your first survey ship, is that it's really strong when you get it, but if you hit one level 6 hostile, it practically destroys it because of its shield and hull being so low.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that ship it's crazy, right? Like,
yeah, you can get your Findra up to like 20,000 power.
Yeah, pretty easily, I think.
Yeah, I mean, please don't waste your officer XP on Cadet Kirk. Sucks.
Yeah, what is up with Cadet Kirk? I mean, he's not that great, and like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on him?
So he has that 12% boost to weapons, which is his motivational attack, and I feel like officers such as Ahura or Shiv or Demita are much better in those chairs because they can give better rewards and their abilities are more usable on all ships.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to avoid Cadet Kirk in the future, because even though he's maxed out, like I don't think like he's a real benefit. Really, like I don't know why they introduced him as an officer in the first place. Like obviously like they introduced him, but like his skills are not great.
Yeah, some officers definitely should have better skills. I feel like the station defense people are really not treated very well.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, for sure. So, what officers would you like to see like introduced into the game in the future? Like, because there's still a lot which we haven't seen, right?
So I know we are kind of in that J.J. Abrams timeline or universe with Star Trek Fleet Command, but I would really like to see more people like, the Discovery crew on here as well, because you also see Pike in Discovery, you see a lot of people, and I feel like we would benefit from a ship like the Discovery in the game. Yeah,
and I would love to see. Do you remember Pike in the kind of wheelchair? I would love to see kind of him as kind of like make a cameo. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the cage. I think. Is it from the cage? I don't know. No, he's not in a wheelchair in the cage. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so I guess that kind of wraps us up. So remind us again what server you're on, so people can follow you.
I'm on server 13.
13?
Right now.
Okay. Sweet. And what alliance are you in?
I am in the... Let's see, it says a weird name. I'm on the VIKE Alliance.
The VIKE Alliance. Okay. Yeah, big shout out to the VIKE Alliance on server 13. Yeah, alright. Okay, cool. That pretty much wraps it up. Guys, we've had a great one. And, if there's any officers which you kind of want to discuss, like, please drop us a comment and check out both of our channels. We'll be here talking about Star Trek Fleet Command, and hopefully you'll catch us soon. Alright, see you guys. Hope you have a good one.